All right, so it's recording. So this is, let me go back to sharing the screen again. Thank you for reminding me to record that because I did want to record it. So when we're looking at our compensations, especially when you're just first coming in, you want to pay attention to the first 3 ways that you could earn commissions. And this first way here is by offering the opportunity to others. Let me first explain levels. Levels. Now you see over here, can you see my pointer? Yes? Okay. Yeah. So you are considered level 0. You are level 0 in your organization. We each have our own organizations and we each earn our commissions the same way. It doesn't depend on where you came in or what level you are on somebody else's organization. It does not matter. We each have our own organization. So you want to know, how do you earn money through your organization? So you're initially on level 0. That's you. Anyone that you personally onboard to the program, that you introduce or you recruit into Wakanna, is on your level 1. Okay? So Lai, you're on my level 1. Tanisha, you're on my level 1. Okay? Level 2 is who your personal recruit recruits. So you see how it goes down? So again, looking at Lai is my level 1 because I personally recruited him. He recruited Maggie, therefore she is on my level 2. And Maggie recruited her daughter, Ambi, and so Ambi is on my level 3. And then it goes down. We only get paid through the whole organization. Everybody in the whole organization only gets paid 7 levels down. You only earn commission on your first 7 levels, okay? And that is good because whatever the commission pot is not divided up into levels to infinity. That's what a multi-level marketing company does. They pay out levels to infinity. So you're really not getting, if you're all the way down, low into the company, you've come in very far into the company, you're not getting much as far as commissions, or they have to divide it up into too many pieces. So however many people we have in this organization, they're only paid to 7 levels deep. That's it. The company does not pay any deeper right now. I don't know what it will do in years to come, but right now it's only 7 levels deep. And I want you all to ask me questions. Stop and ask me questions if you have questions as I'm going through. So the first way, so you see the levels? So this is level 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, okay? Right now, let's pay attention to levels 1 through 3. So your level 0 and 3 levels deep, 1, 2, and 3. When you will earn, you will be paid a commission when someone that you introduce, someone that you bring on board, purchases a full dispensary. That's the $9.98 Crown Jewel dispensary. When someone comes in with a Crown Jewel dispensary, the company gives you a high five by giving you $200 on that level 1. So you'll see $200 in your e-wallet for that full dispensary that was sold, that crown jewel dispensary. If you sold a crown jewel dispensary in two parts, a 50-50, if you brought somebody on with a 50-50, then that 200 will be spliced into 50-50. So in the first 50, the $4.99 person comes in with a $4.99 dispensary, you will receive 100. When the person comes on with finishes their second half, you'll get the other 100. Okay? But in total, everyone gets $200 for every full dispensary, crown jewel dispensary owner that comes into the company. That's the big high five that the company gives you, saying thank you for, introducing somebody to this company in full force, full crown jewel. That means that you're really in this to do this business and to move forward. Now, when you start going your levels, now if someone on your level 2 comes in with a full crown dispensary, then you will receive $50. That's the 50 on your level 2, right? That's everyone. Every single dispensary owner receives commissions 3 levels deep, right? And this is as long as you're a broker. So, if you've come in and you're purchasing your broker key year by year, then you get broker commissions. These commissions are only given to brokers, broker distributors. Okay, I should have said that too. All right, the first 30-day dispensary gets a broker key, right, for 30 days. All right, so we're all paid, every single distributor is paid the first 2 levels. In order to get commissions from any dispensary sold on your level 3, you would need to have a $75 in personal retail. Okay, $75 worth in personal retail. You have to meet that monthly qualifier to have that third level kick in for you. And that can be any purchases that you've made along with purchases that your customers made. As long as it's $75 retail at your level 0, that's your personal level, then you qualify for that level 3 commission. So anyone that comes in 3 levels deep, you will receive $50 for that crown jewel too. And note too that would be split if it was a 50-50. You've received the first 25 and then the second 25. These other levels 4, 5, 6, and I should say 7, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are, was it jewel levels? What do they call them? Sapphire, ruby, and above. That's when you get to those, okay? So you'll learn more about those as you continue to reach those levels, okay? And a sapphire we'll see is, was it $10,000? $10,000 a month in sales. It's a sapphire. $25,000 a month, I think, is ruby. And then jade is $50,000, and then $100,000 is diamond. Okay, that's how the jewels increase. Do you have any questions about the commissions for your full dispensary sales? Okay. All right. You also receive commissions on your personal dispensary sales in the same way. So here it says not applicable because if you purchased a personal dispensary, you've already gotten your percentage. So you don't get additional commission on that. but you do earn commission on your level 1s, 2, everybody does. And then 3, again, you have to qualify. And then 4 on to the remainder are, those are by the jewels. Any questions there? Okay. The next way you earn commission is through your personal, your sales, your level 0, whatever you purchase and your customers purchase. Keep in mind that your level 1s are also your customers. So anytime you bring on a personal dispensary or a crown jewel dispensary, that's also counted in your retail commissions. Does everyone understand that one? So here, for example, I asked you when you saw that both Dr. Rita and I earned a product bonus of $50 last month, I asked you to look at this line to try to understand how we did that. What happened was that I sold $609 in volume last month. That was my orders along with anything that my customers ordered, okay? And I had 3, what's that going on there, Lai? I see a black thing with a, oh, okay, that's how you're sitting. Okay. I had so I had 2 customers and myself. In order to get, remember you hear that you get from 20 to 50% commission? This is what they mean, 20 to 50% commission. So you get 20 to 40 here, and then 50% when you buy a crown jewel or you replenish at the level of crown jewel. You replenish your product at 9 in a replenishment package of $9.98. That's your 50%. But here, from $1 to $499, with no customers, you're going to get 20% of whatever that is, right? 500 up to $999. If you have 2 customers, you're going to get 25% and a product bonus. Okay. $1,000 you have to have in volume, and 5 people have visited your site that month, then your commissions jump up to 30%. You get a bonus, so your total commission for that is $400. Okay, so these are samples. They're just giving sample numbers here, but this is like 500 to 999. This is 1,000 to 22,499, and this level is 2,500 to 4,999. You can earn 35%. So this is your volume. These are the number of customers that change your commission values. Any questions about that? And your product bonuses that come with those values. Any questions? This this product bonus, you get actual product. So I had to call the company and say, I want to use my $50 to purchase such and such and such and such. And then they'll send that in the mail. But my commissions, my 25%, popped into my e-wallet. Any questions there?
And Fatima, those two are distinguished, right? Your bonus and your commissions?
Yes, they're separate. That's what you mean? Separate and apart?
Okay.
So you get your
Right.
25% commission and you get a bonus.
And you get a bonus. Okay.
A product
Like
bonus.
I said,
Yeah.
you could tell the difference between the two is now lumped in together.
Yeah. Yeah. They lump it over here in this last column. They put it together. But you do get those product bonuses.
What is the definition of an active customer?
Someone who has ordered from your dispensary in the month. So I have customers that have signed in just as customers. That month, they said, okay, I want to look in her website. I'm going to sign up as a customer, create my account, and then I'm going to just browse. I'm not going to shop. I'll shop later. So they didn't shop that month. But then I had a customer that came to the website and actually shopped on site, shopped on at my dispensary. Okay. Important to know, when you're looking at these numbers and you're working on your volume, I have learned, and it took me a little while to get this, because I have probably 20 some odd, I might have 40 customers, but I only have 20 on the books on Wakanna. And that's because they purchased out of my dispensary of what product I had on hand. Now, I order their product for them through the dispensary. So now I've learned to set up their customer accounts and order their product through their dispensary. Do you understand what I mean? And then it's a little confusing. So that all of my customers count.
Will you go over that again, please?
Which part? The last part I was saying?
Yeah, like
Your customers?
created a separate account for them of the products they've ordered before.
Yeah, what the question was, I think it was Tanisha that asked, I couldn't see the names, but I think the question was, what is an active customer? An active customer is a customer that actually puts in an order at your website that month.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have to be new customers. You can have a customer that comes back month after month and replenishes their product each month. Okay? So they still ordered, even though they are the same person, they have returned. But if that same person put in 2 orders that month, it doesn't count as 2 people. It counts as 1. Also, any order that you put in on that month counts as a customer. You count and any of your customers count in that number total of active customers that you're trying to reach. Now, what I did say was what I learned. And that is that even though you are selling product through your dispensary of what you have on hand, like I keep the creams. I always keep these handy, about 3 or 4 of them, because they are top sellers. Okay, now that we're in the house, I haven't had many sales, but these are top sellers. And so I always keep them on hand. And when a customer has purchased it, I've taken the money, right? And I've given them their product. and I've written them down. I just wrote them in my book as a customer because I want to follow up with them. But it did not count in my dispensary. So what I have learned through Dr. Betty is that when you do that, when you sell the product, go in and purchase it in their name and have it sent back to you. So let's say, as Lai did, Lai bought this out of my hand when he came to my house because he wanted, I don't know, I guess that's when you bought it, Lai. But I sold it to him out of my home dispensary, right out of my hand. He gave me the money, I gave him the product. What I should have done, instead of going and purchasing more just in my name, right? I went and purchased, okay, I need 4 more of those. So I went on and I purchased my product in my account, in my name. What I should have done was gone in while Lai was here and helped him open an account and then make that purchase for him. Make that purchase of this and have it sent back to me. Because you can put in the shipping and the billing does not have to be the same. So that would then come back to my inventory instead of having me go out and purchase another one in my name. Now my customer counts. He's counted as a customer for that month because I sold him this product this month out of my dispensary. But because I want to keep a count of how many active customers I have each month, because that's important, I'm going to replenish it through Lai as a customer. Now he could very well go and, purchase it right from the website. I could have sent him there, but he wanted it then and there because he knew that that worked that night. Now he wants more immediately. So I have it, I can give it to him. But I still want it to count as an active customer. You guys got that?
Yes, it's clearer. Yeah, thank you.
Maggie, it sounds like you're saying something, but you're breaking up. Are you saying something, asking a question?
Okay. My question for you.
Not hearing you, Maggie. You're breaking up. Okay.
Sorry. I wanted to ask a question. When you go in to create the customer account, I have the thing where I'm creating accounts for people that are in Chicago, so they're not right in my room with me. And if I wanted to create an account for them, have you done that? And what do you do about passwords?
Okay. I think I'm hearing it. You're very choppy, but what I think I'm hearing is that you don't have the person sitting in front of you to create the account. I have done it over the phone. I have, I have been on the phone with my customer and have asked them name, address, date of birth, where's your mother born? That's the only, because you're not getting social, you're not getting any of that other information, just to create that account in there. So you could create it over the phone.
Thank you.
The other thing too is that you want to make sure that your customers have an account at your website. Anyone you meet that you think is going to order or order later or whatever, try your best to get them to set up their customer accounts at your website, because if you don't, it might be kicked into the Wakanna. For example, you're talking Wakanna, 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 but the name of my site is cbdladyforlife.wakanna.com. But that person may only remember wakanna.com, wakanna.com. They will go to wakanna.com and order their product. And you will not get credit for that purchase. You will not get your commission for that purchase, even though that was your customer. Now, what the company did, what she did the other day, and I think they may start doing this. Last weekend, she published a list of all of the people the previous month, names of people who have gone to wakanna.com and made their purchases. And she asked, if you see any familiar names in here, give us a call. And we will verify. You will have to verify by giving us their name, the name that you see, their telephone number or something like that, to verify that this is your customer. And they will then link it to your account and give you the commission for that customer. As they said, they want everyone to get their due commissions. So if that happened to be one of your customers that was in that list, then you could simply call the company, give them the telephone number that they ordered or the email or whatever, and then they will link it to your account so that the next time that person goes in, they will automatically, even if they went to wakanna.com, the moment that they put in their email and whatever they set up to open their site, their password, even though they might be on wakanna.com, it will immediately open up into your website. So try very hard to have all of your customers in customer accounts in your website. And that's good for those just starting out to hear that, because as I said, I have like over 20 some odd customers that have purchased from me since November, that now I'm backtracking, trying to get them into the system. But then again, I'm doing it by following up with them, asking them, how's your product going? What worked for you? Do you have any questions? Are you interested in reordering? And while I have you on the phone, let me set up your customer account. That's what I've been doing to try to backtrack and get everybody in. Any questions there? Okay. The next slide shows your commission earned on retail sales down your levels. So what I showed you previously is your commissions from your own sales, your level 0 sales, what you do. Now you also earn commission on your levels, okay? And you can see that now that you know levels, you know about levels. Here's you at 0, right? 20 to 50% you earn at 0, you get your products. And so when you make you do understand that when you make a purchase on your website that's not a full replacement dispensary of $9.98, that you will, or a personal dispensary, you will get, well, with the dispensaries, the discount is already built in. But whenever you make a purchase outside of that, you will pay the full price on purchasing, but you will get this here commission on your retail sales, 20 to 50%. Well, not 50. 50 is only reserved for the dispensaries. So 20 to 45%, depending on how you've built your volume and your customers for that month. Okay. So that's that first level. You also coming in, like right now, if you're brand spanking new, you haven't, done anything yet, you're still going to get 15% on whatever purchases your level 1s do, and 5% whatever purchases or sales, right, of your level 1, purchases or sales of your level 2s, 5%. In order to get up that 3rd level, you will need to do that $75 monthly qualifier to receive the 3rd level. Okay, notice here it says automatic qualification of all 3 levels for the first 30 days. Okay, so you automatically coming in get your first 3 levels for your first 30 days, whether that is with a whatever dispensary that you came in with, you get for the first 30 days, you get 3 levels deep. So that's incentive to say, okay, let me start working on building my organization from day 1. Okay. And in order for 5, 6, 7 onward, those are sapphires and higher. When you reach sapphire and above. Questions? So that's what I wanted to just make sure that everybody understood these first 4 slides here. Okay, commissions on your full dispensary, commissions you earn on personal dispensaries, commissions you earn on your personal sales, you and your customers, and commissions that you earn on the sales generated by your levels. Any questions, thoughts, comments? Do you get it? Do you understand it better? Were there things that you didn't understand before that you now understand? Don't everybody answer at once.
I can honestly say for me, Fatima, it's a lot clearer. And I think the key is, like you were saying, which I'll probably need review in, is create an account, accounts for the customers when they go to your site, so you get credit for it. I think that's that's real key. Yeah,
we want our customers to create their own, but sometimes we have to work a little harder to make sure that we get what's due us.
Right.
Clear as mud. Well, that's not good. Clear mud's not clear. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, great. So let's move on. We got a half hour. Let's move on to the systems training. That was your commissions. And now let's do, will that be on the test? It may, commissions might be part of the what they're going to ask us on the test. I haven't taken the test, believe it or not. All this time that I've been in, I was laughing at that with with Lai, saying, because he said, did I take the test? And Meg said, why not? I haven't taken the test because it hasn't stopped my money from coming in. So I've not taken the test has not stopped my money, my commissions from generating into my e-wallet. So that's why I've not taken it, not for any other reason. Plus, I don't like tests. Take it with you. I just may. I gotta take it. I know I got to take it. I got to be a leader and lead by example. So I will be taking the tests. I hate tests. I hate them. I hate taking tests, but I will take it. Promise. That's a promise. Wow, I said that. Okay. Let's talk about the system. All right. So you see me post on each day. I'm going to try to bring up the Facebook. Each day I post on Facebook. I'm sorry. Each day I post on our group page, our group messenger. And I'm loving the way that that's working out. Thank you guys so much for being on Messenger and just having one spot where we can all communicate. And it's not a one-way street. Like I'm not just sending out, before I was just sending out texts, but now we can all be together and be alerted when something comes up. So I'm really liking the way that's working. If you have some ideas on how to, enhance the way that it's going, please just drop me a line so I can know that too. But right now it looks like it's going okay. But you see me post on there each morning. I've done my daily 10. I've done my daily 10 because I had to develop a habit for doing this, this daily 10. And if many of you were on the training last night, in which Melissa, I think it was maybe Van Pelt, Patricia probably talked about this. She did it on the one that I was able to listen to. I wasn't able to get on last night, but she brought up the idea of the system that's doing your daily 10, inviting 10 people to our Facebook Wakanna group each day. And we can only do 10 because if you exceed 10, it may be flagged by Facebook as you doing spam. And then they will lock down your site for a period of time. So you don't want that to happen. They will lock down your profile. So you don't want that to happen. So you only want to invite 10 people to the Wakanna group. And the idea with that is that if you invite 10 people and people do come to the group, then they'll start perusing through Wakanna. So that's a way of branding us. That's so that we can get our names out there so that more people will know and wonder, what is this about? Now, they may not be engaged as a dispensary owner. They may not, even be engaged in Wakanna as a customer, but they're kind of looking and seeing what's the buzz all about, and they may visit from time to time and hear that. It takes 7 exposures, the average of 7 exposures for someone to jump on board either as a customer or a dispensary owner to jump onto your organization. So that's on average. People, of course, are going to do it first time that they see it, or maybe twice, but they're saying that the average is 7 exposures. And that could be a brochure that you gave somebody, your business card, or anything like that. So putting 10 people, inviting 10 people on each day kind of gets that momentum going, gets people watching. Since I've begun, and I counted because I wanted to tell you how many people have accepted. Since I have been doing this, and I didn't start doing it till maybe January or December. When did I get my training? I think it was December was the first one I was able to jump on, January. January is the first training I jumped on. Since January, I have had 70 of my friends accept my invite and are now in the Wakanna group. Of those 70, there are a few customers, and there's a distributor or two. There's there are quite a few distributors that are in the group, but yeah, thank you. but that's how many people. And many of them are people that I don't even know, I've never met. But how many people on your friend, in your friends list, do you know everybody? Have you met everybody? Or, have they just popped in there somehow onto your friends list? Well, that's what you're using. That's how we're using social media to expose people. Now, you could do the same thing with Instagram and with Twitter. There are ways of doing that. I don't use Instagram or Twitter. I feel that would be another skill set that I need to learn that at my age, I don't feel like learning right now. Okay, let's say right now. So I have kind of focused in on Facebook because many people are on Facebook. They have Facebook pages. So it's not enough to just do the 10. You should do the daily 10 every day. But the key is to follow up. And that's what this training is. I wanted to talk to you about how do you follow up with those who you've invited, because that completes the whole process, not just inviting them. That's simple. You can go there, hit bam, 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 10. I did my 10 and then you walk away. That's not going to generate any business for you or any really good interest. The key is in the follow-up. And what that means is that each day you develop a habit of doing a couple of things. One is that you want to do your invites. And I do those invites probably before I even do our call each morning at 9 o'clock. So I will have done my invites that before. Are we international? No, we're not international yet. We are not international yet. Oh, many are international. I like to recruit from my business page and tap into that pool. Good idea. Now that's a good question for Melissa Boston, our CEO, and her email is melissa@wakanna.com. And that's the cool thing about this. We are so close to the top in this business. This business just got going. As many businesses as I've been in, these MLMs and everything, I have never been so close to the top that I can call the CEO or text the CEO or text the chief medical officer, or the chief medical officer responds to my request to come to Albany. Do you know she responded and said, yes, I'm coming? I asked her and she came? Dr. Rita? Really? Okay, so we're in a good position, folks. We are in a good position. Anyhow, where was I? We're talking international. So I was going through the things to do. So one, I hope you're taking notes. One, you're doing your 10 daily. And as I said, I do that first thing in the morning. And not only do I just hit the button and invite 10 people, I write down, and I'm trying to see where I write it on a nice clean page that I've done. Okay, I don't know if you can see. This is how I do my notes in my book. So you gotta have a book, okay? You gotta have your book. And I decided to get a nice pretty one since I know I was gonna be using it a lot. This is my Wakanna book. Everything Wakanna is in my book. So I start my page, and if you could see across the top here, this cross here, I have all 10 people that I did that day. So I marked down the date that I'm doing the invite, and then I write down the 10 people on 2 lines going across. So 5 on one line, 5 on the next line, okay? This is just my organization I'm sharing with you. And that's how I keep up with who did I invite that day, okay? So there's the date, right? And there's the list of 10 that I did. Now, I did that first part of the day. Periodically, I check back to see who jumped on, who, because you'll get that message in your, on your Facebook page. Let's see, am I still on key? Okay, let's see if I can bring up my Facebook here. There it is. Okay, share screen. Share. Okay. All right, do you see my Facebook page? Yes? Can you see it on the screen? Okay, I can't see chats right now because you're off to the side. But Layi, do you see my screen? Okay, thank you.
Yes, we can see your screen.
All right, thank you. So let me go home. All right. So who's that lady smiling over there? Okay, with her Wakanna shirt on. You see that? So in my messages, let's see. But come down here. You see that? Crystal Williams accepted your invite to join Wakanna for Life. So I invited Crystal, and so now she accepted my invite. So that's the message that you're going to see in your box. So now that she accepted my invite, I kind of monitor that throughout the day. And as they accept my invite, I will circle them, okay? I will circle as they accept my invite, and then I write their name on a separate line under that group, okay? I write their name, because now I'm gonna wanna work that person, okay? I got things that I need to do with that person for follow-up. That's why I give them a separate line. I pull them down from here, but I want to know how many of those that I did, because I'm kind of trending. I want to see the trend, keep track of how my work is going. So I circle those that it accepted, and then when they accept, I give them their own line underneath. And if you look down here, here's the next day. So here's my work, my list that I was working previous, and I think this is today's list here. Right? So I did my 10, and there's Crystal's name right there. Okay, but she's from a previous day. She's from up here. But I put her here because I started another 10. Okay, you with me? Now that she accepted my invite, the next thing I want to do is invite her to watch the video. So in that way, I go into Wakanna for Life, because now that she's in there, I'm hoping that she's perusing, right? Looking around, checking, is it letting me go? Oh shoot, okay, it let me go. So now I go to Wakanna for Life, and I'm gonna want to tag her into the video that I want her to watch, okay? So instead of looking through here like this to try to find the video, which I used to do, and you got to go deep in order to try to find it very often. It's not at the top. I go right here to the search. It says search this group, and I search Melissa Boston, because I know Melissa Boston is the one who posted that video. So I search Melissa Boston, and it brings up all of her, and there's that video. This is what I want, the Wakanna for Life video. So I'm going to want to do a comment in there. This is the one that we want to tag our people on. And you see, it says, welcome to Wakanna. What if the life you always imagined, blah, blah, blah. Watch our 5-minute video, and the video starts. Well, I have tagged, and you see my name through here. You see other people's names, but my name is there because that means that I tagged Lane Vaughn right there. I tagged Lane, him, right? I tagged Shanette Fallon to watch the video because she accepted my invitation. Eugene Downs accepted my invitation. I don't know who Eugene is, but he just happened to be in my friends list, okay? So I'm going to go down here to the end so I can write a comment. And I hope I tried this before, but I couldn't pull her in. ISTLE, right. So I want to say Crystal Wright, and usually their name would come up and you can tag them, but for some reason, her name isn't showing for me. What did I do? Edit that. Let me get that. Okay. So usually it will highlight. I don't know why it's not doing it today, but let me use somebody else's name. Let's see. But that's where I would do Crystal. My things are not popping in today for some reason. I don't know why.
Have you added the @ sign in front?
I didn't know you had to do @ in the in this one. @ Oh, well, look at that. Well, thank you. Okay. So @ Krista Williams. Well, see, you taught me something. Who taught me that? Who just taught me that? I didn't know. Who?
Ambi.
Ambi, thank you. Wow. Okay, Krista Williams. And then I'm gonna, let's see, copy and paste this one. I don't feel like typing it over. So I had already done one there with Antoinette. So I'm gonna copy and paste right there. And it says Krista Williams. Remember, she accepted my invite. You saw that. Now I'm gonna say, welcome to Wakanna. Check out our 5-minute video. And please, I'd like to know what you think about Wakanna for Life. Okay, so I'm gonna send that. So now she's gonna get a tag in her notifications list that I've tagged her into this video. And hopefully she will watch the video and get back to me. Okay? But let's say that she doesn't get back to me. I usually wait like a day. If I don't get something, a response in the day, I will then, see, this is part of the follow-up. Oh, I also, at that point, the moment that I put her on the video, you see her name is there, Krista Williams. Now I'm going to put a V and today's date. That's just how I do it. I put a V in today's date, meaning that I put her on the video today. So when I look through my notes tomorrow, anybody that I put on the video today that I haven't heard from, I'm going to send out another notice. So yesterday, the 7th, I put Felicia Ford on the video, but I haven't heard from her. So this is what I'm going to do. So Felicia Ford accepted my invitation yesterday. I put her on the video yesterday. I haven't heard from her. So now I'm going to go into Messenger. This is still in the follow-up. So I'm following up from the work that I did yesterday. Hopefully we're pulling up Messenger. It'll load up in here. Okay. I'm going to try to find, let's see. I'm going to try to find here. I invited you. Okay. I want to show you this here. This is Gail Finley. She had I invited her, but she never responded. She never accepted the invitation. So I sent a reminder. Hi, I don't want that one. I've done it better. Let me find the one I like. No, I've started attaching the here it is. Okay, well, this was a communication. I invited you. I sent her that I invited her. Please accept the invitation. She said, thank you. She got back to me. This is Crystal. This is the one I just added to the video. We had some exchanges. And then she said, I don't see the invite. And I said, no problem. Here's the link to the group. You can accept the invite there. So I gave her, actually, I embedded the link to the group right there so she could go right to the site. So she didn't have to look through her whole notifications and find out where that invite was. So I put it right there for her. And she was able to go in and accept the invite. Okay, so I'm still looking for, I've started embedding the video into, and I want to show you that so that they don't have to go back in and look for the video. I put the video there in plain sight. And I wish I can find it. Those are all, please accept the invitations. There, that's it. No, I didn't like that one. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to find, but you see, I embedded on that one. Yeah, well, I embedded the YouTube one in there. That's why I'm trying not to show you that one, because when you go to YouTube, it shows other stuff about Wakanna that we don't need them to look at right now. I just wanted them to see the video through the lens of Wakanna. And I was able to pull that link and embed that link in there. So oh well, I cannot find it. But this one, don't put the YouTube in. If you could copy the link from the Wakanna video. Let me go back to Wakanna. I didn't want to hold you guys past 7:30. Because I know we got another video coming up. We got the Dr. Rita tonight and Fatima Nefertiti. Fatima Nefertiti is the one who introduced me to the okay, I'm sorry, guys. What I was trying to do was show you how to, you may know better than I, how to get this particular post embedded into that notice so that even if they haven't watched it, all they would need to do is click on the link and it will take them directly to this post where they can watch the video instead of going to YouTube, okay, to watch it. Okay. Does everyone get that? All right, so I have, I want that, get out of that, go back to Messenger and show you that my follow-up includes a did you watch? Did you watch? Okay. All right, here's the link you can accept, and I didn't send a did you watch to him. I sent a did you watch to okay. So first I invited her to join the group. Yesterday I invited you. When she got this message, DeQuetta went and she accepted my invitation. Then I put her on the video. And I waited a day. I didn't get a response from her. And so I sent a thank you for accepting my invitation. Were you able to check out the video? Please, I'd like to know what you think after you've watched it, so I've attached it here. And instead of attaching this YouTube video, if you can figure out how to attach the link to Melissa Boston's post, you could attach it here. I've done it, but I cannot find to show you which person I did it to right now. For some reason, they won't come up. But that's the did you watch, okay? So that's how I do the follow-up. And very often within these follow-ups, at least to this point, after this point, if the person has not responded to me, I don't pursue anymore. But I get to a did you watch. But for all those people that I have put in, and I've done either put them on the video or asked them to accept the invite or asked them did they watch the video, I have been able to communicate. Some people have communicated with me, and I've been able to sell them, take them to the site, and even introduce them to the opportunity of Wakanna. Tanisha, I think you came through this way of being invited onto the site to check it out.
With a video.
And you watched the video?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you responded to my invite to watch the video, right?
Right.
You watched it and then you moved on from there. So
Yes.
while I have 70 people on my list as group members, of course all those 70 aren't there, but you know what? At some point they may be. They may be. Or at least they know about it. And my point is that, it takes time to build a business, that you don't build it overnight. You don't brand yourself overnight. You have to be branded. So it's good to keep getting your name out, getting exposed, letting people hear about you, especially here. Some of you are not in Albany, but Albany is called Smallbany. And it's a small town. We have a very small community. Everybody pretty much knows everyone or has seen someone or things. So you can get a good word out in the community pretty easily. And also, if we were all as a team doing our 10 and following up and putting people on, by the time we are done with this whole pandemic and we're back out doing our vending opportunities, our pop-ups, the other things that we're doing in the community, people will have heard about Wakanna, and we will be coming on the scene. And it's a little different in big city. I know Brooklyn, but you can create your own, little town, your own area that you're trying to saturate and get the information out. That's it. You want people, those in your network, to hear about it. I've gone into people that have asked to friend me on Facebook, and I have friended them, and then I've gone into I check to see how many mutual friends do I have with this person. And I have gone into their mutual list, and I have worked that list of people. So I'm building notoriety within another small network. So I'm using networks to build my network as well. So that's the training. It's not just putting the 10 in and doing that diligently, but doing a habit of following up so that people will be exposed to your business, and that you will start branding yourself, creating a brand for yourself. Okay. Are there questions, thoughts, ideas? Chirp, chirp, chirp. Let's see. Let me look in the. Oh, Amber, you love Daquetta? Yeah, she's a doll. Amberly.
I was trying to say, I don't know if it's going to work because me and my mom are both on our screens, and that's why you're hearing the feedback. But I wanted to share that if someone adds someone to the Wakanna for Life group page, I can see that that person has been added, and I know that I didn't add them, which means that someone from my team or someone else from Wakanna has already added them. And you would know that because you go to the invite button in the right-hand corner, and when you go to invite somebody, their name will be there, and it'll say invited. It'll be in gray, so it means that they've already been invited. So I just want everybody to know that, like, if you try to add your friend and you're like, oh, I can't add my friend, I don't know what's going on, it's because they may have already been added, and the way to know that is if their invite button has been grayed out.
Yeah. And it'll also tell you, I think they'll tell you that this person has been invited to the group. You'll get like a message. I've gotten that. When I've tried to invite people, I'll get the message, or, that this person has already been invited to the group. Yeah. And our Wakanna family, our national family, is really good too. I had a gentleman, I don't know if you know Mike Banks, but I had exposed him. I had invited him to the group, and he started asking questions about, how do I get involved in this? What do I do? And so, is this just for women? That was his question. And Minister Mooney jumped on the thread there and said no, and he talked to him about it and said really good things, and said, get back with Fatima. He had looked to see that it was me who had invited him on, and said, get back to Fatima. She'll be able to tell you everything and move you on. So they pay attention to, to who, invited the person on, and they will refer them back to the, either they'll say, go back to the person that invited you, or somehow they're able to look and see who actually did the initial invitation, and will refer them back to that person. Yeah. Okay. Any other thoughts? Any other thoughts? Okay. All right. So we have our meeting tonight with Dr. Rita, and I hope that you're going to invite some people on to hear that. It's going to be a dynamic. She's always, I just love these Wednesday Zooms because she gives us a lot of really good information, Maggie asked me earlier today, who's, kind of looking at our upline. Just to let you know, it was not Dr. Rita, Fatima Nefertiti, who's also going to be on the call tonight. She and Dr. Betty were the ones who came to Albany in November to the Black Expo and exposed me to this business. So if we then continue to look up the line, there's maybe a couple of people in between Dr. Betty and Fatima Nefertiti. Ford, here's her last name, Ford. And then above her, there's some people between Dr. Betty and Dr. Rita. But Dr. Rita is our pillar. She is our pillar. She is our top person, the co-founder that we are under the line of. And that's why she's taken an interest in this Albany Team Diamond Victory, because we are not far below. We are within her first seven levels. And so she is working because she would like to have us explode into a Eastern regional. She wants to control the Eastern region. So all the states up and down the coast. And, this is her starting point. So she came over this way. It's going to happen, most definitely. It's going to happen. We can make it happen. It's just the word, just getting the word out, sharing the information. That's right, Amberly, it is going to happen. We have put it in the universe. It is out there. There's no reason for it not to happen. With consistent effort, with consistent work, it will happen. Have no doubt. So if there's nothing else, I'm going to wish you all a good night. Thank you for staying on the additional 9 minutes with me. I hope I've given you some really good information to get your business going strong, to keep it going strong. This weekend, we're going to do the launches, decided to do 2 separate launches so that we can have one on Saturday and Sunday. And that's going to allow for you to invite people to both of those. Okay, they don't have to be on, both of them don't have to be on the same one, but sometimes when you get the person on the first one, that person will then call back some people and say, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. I need you to jump on Sunday. So you'd have them on Saturday and they jump on Sunday. That's what happened with me at the marathon, that I had somebody come on that 2 o'clock. By 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, she had people on that call, and she's going to be coming on with those customers. So with her customers already having heard the information. So if there's nothing else, Tanisha, I saw you came in. Did you want to say something?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay. Is that okay for everybody? Everyone's good? All right, so I will post. Bernadette?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. You're most welcome. Everybody is so very welcome. All right. So I will see you all. I'll listen out for you on the call. See everybody there. All right. Thumbs up. Big thumbs up from Lai. All right. Y'all have a great night. A thumbs up from Amberly. All right. Thank you. Y'all have a good 2 thumbs up from me. Have a good night. I will see y'all. Bye-bye.